Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And this is Buffy this Vampire Slayer Season 3 Episode 10 Amends. I don't know what that means, other than maybe some characters will try to make amends with each other, or be forced to.
It was almost like everybody broke up at the end of last episode.
You think they're going to get back together? I don't think so.
I think they're going to amend some friendships that have fallen.
Let's find out.
I agree with, I think you guys are spot on. I mean, there's no context clue.
Yeah, really, there isn't. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be starting this episode in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Buffy, woo! Miss Calendar.
This is it.
How dare they show me that again?
Dublin.
It's actually cotton, that's not snow. Sheep exploded.
Who's that?
Oh! Oh, why does he look familiar?
What do you want? Well, it happens that I'm hungry, Daniel, and seeing as that you're somewhat in me debt.
Is that Angel with an Irish Cockney accent?
So take me wings me own way.
Oh, das war Shepherd, I shouldn't have warned. You make me tonight, all I'm good passes.
Daniel, be of good cheer. It's Christmas.
Oh, it is a Christmas episode.
Dude, I didn't know Angel was a leprechaun. That's crazy.
There's no leprechauns in Buffy, right? Didn't Buffy ask that once?
It's going to be sunny and warm with
They said there were none on record. And
Okay.
Giles is the one who said that.
He's not a very good watcher, is he?
I trust Giles.
He's not the best watcher, though.
My fucking book he is.
Yeah, who else do we have to compare him to?
Bro, he saved the fucking world like an episode ago or two.
Angel.
Get a new haircut?
She's rocking bangs. Those constitute bangs?
No, I was thinking that, no.
Reminding me of Avril Lavigne.
He was a girl. He was a vampire. Gonna make it obvious.
That was good.
That was great.
She goes to school. He
Stop.
drinks blood.
I better go for the.
What the fuck? You guys still.
Christmas.
Is it a ghost of Ghost of Christmas Past?
Is that a Ghost of Christmas Past episode?
It's so funny because I really remember not liking Giles as a child because I'm like,
He's such a stuffy old man.
yeah, and now I'm like, I love his humor.
I just want a nice, quiet Christmas vacation.
Well,
So you doing
That's not
anything
happening.
special?
Tree, nog, roast beast.
God, I love eggnog.
facts.
I know.
Oz and I had planned, but I guess that's off.
Well, I'll be enjoying my annual Christmas Eve
Oh my
camp
God.
out. See, I take my sleeping bag outside and I go to sleep on the grass.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I like to look at the stars, you know, feel the whole nature vibe.
I thought you slept outside to avoid your family's drunken Christmas fights.
Yikes.
Yes, and that was a confidence I was hoping you would share with everyone.
I don't like that she just did that.
She's being petty, but he's still the worst.
After what happened, we gotta cut her some slack.
I appreciate Willow for that
Christmas spirit.
good perspective. Man, it is Ghost of Christmas Past.
Hey,
At least said Xander had the
Hey,
was bashful.
Seeing you with Xander, it was. Well, I never felt that way before.
but it's over.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that it ever will be. I miss you. Like every second. It's like I lost an arm. Or worse, a torso.
Why is he such a good dude?
I think I'd be willing to give it a shot.
At least somebody's having a happy Christmas. That's Hanukkah.
Do you want us to hug now?
Yeah, I'm good for that.
Why is he
Yeah.
such a good dude?
That was like Jeez.
He's 18, 19, just like a 30-year-old man right there.
He's emotionally mature for his age, I would say.
Well, I mean, he was also, yeah. He better not get hurt.
You know, honey, I was thinking maybe we should invite Faith to spend Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
with
you
us.
should.
Do you really want to let her spend Christmas Eve all by herself in that dingy little motel room?
Good on you,
Going
Joyce.
with a guilt trip, Mom.
I tried.
What about Giles? I mean, he doesn't have
No, I'm sure he's fine. He doesn't want to spend Christmas Eve with a bunch of girls. Let's split up.
That was outstanding.
I love how I think that's just how they're going to be for the rest of the season because they.
I hope not. I want them to get some closure with that.
I don't think they ever will because they're under the effects of like drugs, technically, you know?
All their trees are dead over there.
A bunch of them up and died on us. Don't know why. If you want one, I can make you a hell of a deal.
Alright, what's Angel up to? Whoa, it's not. Yeah, it is.
God, why can't any of these characters go to therapy?
He's a vampire.
They have night therapy.
Christmas lights up, you see that?
We're having Christmas Eve dinner at my house, and I thought that if you didn't have plans.
Your mom sent you down, huh? Well, thanks, but I got plans. There's this big party I've been invited to. It should be a blast. It's nice of you, thanks. But I got that big party that I've been invited to.
That big thing. Got a thing. She's gonna invite Giles.
Fuck yes! I was like, she fucking better invite him.
Is it
anyways.
mom going to invite him though?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, please be a therapist, please.
I can't come in unless you invite me.
I'm aware of that. Come in.
I love that. It's like,
I've been seeing.
welcome, but you're not welcome.
I've had dreams lately.
Would have made him sit outside and talk to me through the door.
That's what I thought I was gonna do.
I need to know why I'm here.
Here? Back on Earth. Knowing why you were back would give you peace of mind?
It might.
I think that's something you ought to have. Because, to be blunt, the last time you became complacent about your existence turned out rather badly.
The top, god damn it.
Don't say it. You should not mention what you're saying. It's gonna go badly.
Don't you see her? I can't.
He's haunted.
Better revoke that access, Giles.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, don't forget to fucking uninvite his ass.
Dude, that I would totally go to that party.
Blood oranges. You get the-
Wink!
Wink, wink.
Sangria, guys.
Please, I should return to the party.
Margaret, there's no hurry. Stay with me.
Thank God he doesn't have a mustache.
He looks terrible with it.
Come, make a scene, huh? Shall I?
Well, I fucking hate him so much.
It's almost like he's a demon.
Yeah.
We'll be as
Sucks.
quiet as mice. No matter what.
My son.
Oh, it'll make a fine dessert.
Damn, he's evil.
Just doing that at a fancy party?
Huh? They're having connected dreams?
Huh?
Why does Angel look like he's out of an Abercrombie advertisement?
Trouble sleeping?
Callan?
You're not here.
I'm
Jenny?
always here. I want to die in bed surrounded by fat grandchildren, but guess that's off the menu. If you want to feel sorry for someone, you should feel sorry for yourself. Oh, but I guess you've already got that covered. I don't want to make you feel bad.
I just want to show you who you are.
Oh, is it just like a ghost fucking with him?
I can't get used to her with his hair.
Is there a way for
I
us
need
to
the
find
part.
that out?
I like how you're like, what did she look like?
I'm trying to put all this behind me, and I'm not going to be able to as long as we're both doing guest spots in each other's dreams.
Fair point. Can't argue there.
So we'll help him.
Where do we start?
Xander, you can't. I guess you can always eat.
Look, I'm aware I haven't been.
Why does this sweater say rice flour?
When it comes to the whole angel thing, and I don't know. Maybe I finally got the Hanukkah spirit.
What are we doing?
He's in such a good mood now. You notice that? Feeling all bubbly.
Oh, dude, pizza.
Xander has a piece of you that Oz just can't touch. I guess now it's just about showing Oz that he comes first.
Ooh, Buffy with wisdom.
The thing I remember most was thinking how artful it was. In the dark, they looked just like they were sleeping. It wasn't until I bent down and kissed them goodnight
Who is that?
I felt how
Another one of his victims.
Oh.
It sounds like Angel killed his family.
who would go to so
Children.
much trouble to arrange them like that. But you see,
That's what makes you different than other beasts. They kill to feed, but you took more kinds of pleasure in it than any creature that walks or crawls.
A demon isn't a man. I was a man once.
Oh, yes. And what a man you were.
Angel backstory. I love Angel backstory.
Cruelty is the only thing you ever had a true talent for.
It's not true.
Rest. Rest.
Oh yeah, he's super deprived on top of this.
When did this start happening?
Bro.
Can they dream sex stuff? Like, is that what they do now? They can't be together in real life, so they do dream stuff?
Well, this is Buffy's whole point of why she didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, no. What the fuck is that?
I was like a cult. Dude, but what if Buffy did become a vampire?
You want her?
No.
Take her.
Uh-oh. They're trying to weaponize him into killing Buffy.
Oh!
The cultist with the eyes, symbols for eyes. Or whatever the fuck is going on.
Where'd they
with
come
that.
from?
This is why we brought you.
I don't know, the fucking sewers?
Soviets.
Wait, they said this is why we brought you back. Did they bring her back?
Mm-hmm. It's a cult!
The cult brought the angel back?
The Christmas cult!
Of Angel.
I saw them in my dream. I fell asleep up there.
You had another dream? With Angel? What happened?
Oh, we don't need to
I
get
don't get it. Are they
sidetracked.
supposed to be like the three fates, but
Who
evil?
are these guys?
They're known as the bringers, or harbingers. They're high priests of the first. They,
The first? Vampires were leaving the bar.
Hey, Willie.
I heard a few things, you know, from the underground.
The underground?
Yeah, you know, from things that live under the ground. Apparently, there's been a lot of migration out of Sunnydale from the lower inhabitants. Something's scaring them off. And these are things that are not easily scared. Could be your priest guys are underground.
Underground where?
I do not know. You did great, by the way. I was very intimidated by you.
I like that.
I like how he's like, hey!
He's like maybe my favorite recurring side character.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Nobody messes with him because he's Willie.
Yeah.
Why don't you come?
Too much, dude.
Overcompensating.
I think you're a dead body, Mikey. It's very red. The room is red, she's red, her hair is red. Very red.
I like it.
Too much of anything not good for you.
Well, you know, we're alone, and we're both mature.
Too
younger
quick,
people.
Willow.
And
Too
so
quick.
We could. I'm ready to. With you. We could do that thing.
Oh fuck, she's totally gonna scare him away, isn't she?
I think he's too much of a gentleman.
No, I'm not going. Just a dramatic gesture.
Oz, I want to be with you. First.
Oh, put him first. Oh no.
I think we should sit down again.
I think we should sit down again.
I'm ready.
No, he's not though with you.
You gotta say the 3 words, Willow.
No,
I love
he's
you.
too smart. He knows she's overcompensating.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
He's such a good dude.
When it happens, I want it to be because we both needed to, for the same reason. You don't have to prove anything to me.
At least he didn't misinterpret it too much. You know, at least he kept his cool.
That was the most, like, he said everything correctly.
There's nothing I would do that he did differently if I could. That was like, thumbs up.
There's a lot of words to say same.
So, Angel's on top?
How hot is it at Christmas time?
We live in California, dude.
Angel's on top again! Oh, Jesus.
Guys.
Oh.
No, Mom. Oh.
Zing!
Hey,
Hey!
Hi.
Amends.
Looked like that whole party thing was gonna be kind of a drag. I didn't really have anything.
Come on, just step to the side, let her in.
Just a hug.
You know, I'm gonna go upstairs and get your gifts. Excuse me.
Would you like some nog?
They knew she was coming, so they got her gifts.
Why does this man have access to her house?
Still.
Is he leaving?
He has to. You're looking so shifty, dude.
I don't know. You have to stay away from me.
Get the fuck out of my house, bro.
Me to tell me that I
Yeah, what the fuck, Angel?
You just have to control it, okay? I know that you're confused.
I think you're the one who's confused.
You're uninvited.
Angel, how can I help you?
Leave me alone!
I just need you to stay with me.
Flying squirrel!
Yeah, I'll play watchdog. I think we're losing him.
You realize if he truly becomes a danger, you may have to kill him.
Again.
Again.
Already killed him once.
I'll never hurt her.
You're just gonna drive him crazy
Have
again.
you learned nothing? As long as you are alive,
And I'll die.
you don't have the strength to kill yourself.
I don't need strength. I just need the sun to rise.
Ooh. Ooh. But what about the Angel TV show?
You're not supposed to die. This isn't the plan.
Yeah.
But it'll do.
I think they either want him out of the picture in any way possible.
For they are the harbingers of death. Nothing shall grow above or below them. No
The Christmas trees!
Yeah.
What?
We're gonna need more shovels.
How's she wearing a jacket if it's so like hot out?
It's Christmas, bro. You gotta keep it fashionable, son.
True, you're right. Damn, so they're just like huddled within 3 feet of each other.
What?
How's she using an axe to dig? You know what?
It's a pickaxe.
It's a great show. I'm gonna shut up now.
That's your complaint.
Those famous underground caves
in Los Angeles, in California.
Yeah, yeah.
This is why the fucking.
But
fault lines
Xander
are so-
literally just joked about it. He's like, or one of the 14 million different caves.
This is why there's
a million miles of sewer.
This is why the fault lines are so bad in
All
California
right,
too.
10 more minutes of chanting, and then you guys have to go to bed.
Start killing. It's an axe. How are they not dead?
I'm impressed.
It is a ghost. It's the form of evil.
I'm not a demon, little girl. I am something that you can't even
Yep,
conceive.
it's the force of evil.
The first evil. Beyond sin.
Huh?
Beyond death.
Huh?
I am the thing the darkness fears.
That's a pretty metal line.
All right, I get it. You're evil.
Yeah, no, I'm with Buffy on this one.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Let me guess. Is it evil?
Whoa.
Dead by sunrise. Angel.
He's just being broody.
A whole new.
I was thinking he was gonna chain himself to like a tree. There's too much shade.
I don't have time to explain this. You just have to trust me. That thing that was haunting you.
It wasn't haunting me. It was showing me
Showing you?
what I am.
Can you trust Buffy,
And
please?
never shall be.
Angel, please, you have to get inside.
It told me to kill you.
I know what it told you. What does it matter?
Because I wanted to. Because I want you so badly. I want to take comfort in you. And I know it'll cost me my soul. And a part of me doesn't care. It's not the demon in me that needs killing, Buffy. It's the man.
You have the power to do real good. To make amends.
Ah, the same
But
thing.
if you die now, then all that you ever were was a monster.
I like that actually. That was really good.
You are not staying here. I won't let you.
Woo!
Oh no. You're hurting her. You said you wouldn't.
Am I a thing worth saving, huh? Am I a righteous man? The world wants me gone.
What about me?
Oh.
Oh God, that was fucking.
I killed you and it didn't help.
Oh God, that was so.
I hate it.
Let me be strong.
Strong is fighting. It's hard, and it's painful, and it's every day. It's what we have to do, and we can do it together. But if you're too much of a coward for that, then burn.
Ooh.
If I can't convince you that you belong in this world, then I don't know what can. But
Starting to
do
snow.
not expect me to watch.
That's why she's
And
wearing a
don't
jacket.
expect me to mourn for you because
The Christmas miracle, guys. Angel finds his self-worth.
Snow will do that to you.
Look at the white and the black representation. Evil and
Facts.
good. Xander sleeping outside his house. I feel so bad for that kid.
I was kind of hoping we were going to see Xander at Buffy's house.
Peek the head around the corner. I think they're gonna show him in a camp out back. You know.
Dude, is Giles Santa Claus?
Look, he has cookies.
Santa.
And
mood.
Cold front has sprung up out of nowhere around Sunnydale, where they're reporting heavy snowfall for the first time in, well, ever. Sunnydale residents shouldn't expect to see the sun. That cold front isn't going anywhere.
Why? What's so funny?
It was like the map.
Oh, that it was only snow like on Sunnydale.
First time it snowed in Sunnydale ever.
Kind of like hell froze over.
She was on the wire.
Did they close the Hellmouth?
With love.
Well, I mean, what's the first evil doing?
Chilling.
Well, she
Come on, that pun was gold.
She fucked up his plan. What do you mean?
Gold pun.
What pun?
Guess what the evil's doing? I said chilling.
All right.
I like the messaging a lot.
What was the message?
I like the messaging a lot.
What's your take on the message?
Well, making amends with your past. And you know, whether, I mean, I don't know about the whole mass murdering, torturing thing, being able to make amends with, you know, whatever. But I felt like the overall message was like making amends with the past and focusing on how you can make things better now and focus on the future. And, you know,
unless you're dating Cordelia.
I also think it was, you know, important that some people need someone to help them with that.
100%.
You know, which I like that imagery also. And I also really like Buffy's one line in their whole back and forth was I think she said, like, I wish that I wished that you would die, but I can't. Right? It was something like that.
Those lines.
But I really like that because I think that was like a really, really, really good way for me. Like if somebody like breaks your heart or fucks you up, like if you actually really cared about them, I feel like that's how you actually feel, because you're like, man, I fucking want to hate you, but I still don't.
Yeah, no,
you know, so I really like that actually.
I completely agree with your assessment. I think that's I agree 100%. I got no notes on.
I like that. Right,
you were right on point with that.
I enjoyed this episode a lot. First things first, we see Oz and Willow's relationship healing because they're making the steps to do so. Willow repeatedly crying.
The most mature people.
I honestly think they're the most mature people in the show, but Willow is also lucky that she found somebody understanding like Oz, because obviously Cordelia, being being who she is not taking.
She's hurt.
She's yes, she's hurt, but she's also a bit superficial. So she needs to appear the stronger person in that situation.
Yes,
because that's how she is. She may be hurt and really upset on the inside, which we've seen in previous episode. But she needs to appear the stronger person. Whereas Oz is not afraid to express it, as an artist, especially not afraid to express his emotions. Especially because we see that he wrote a song for Willow, so he's willing to have the conversation straight up to tell her what to do to get back with him. Whereas for Cordelia, I feel like she hasn't forgiven Oz at all, and she
hasn't forgiven Xander.
I'm sorry, at all, and even a little bit. Whereas Oz is taking the steps to at least recognize that Willow wants to try to be better. But that's also how Xander and Cordelia are as people. Xander really hasn't done anything to make it better like Willow has.
Well, I think for Cordelia, a big issue that you have to keep in mind is that up until Xander, she kept everyone at an arm's length.
And then he betrayed her.
And then she finally was like, I think this might be like the person that I should actually let
she said, I love him.
Yes, but see me for who I am. And then he was like, no thanks.
And
so I think
sense.
that's why instead of arm's length, it's like a fucking loaded rifle at his face, kind of like just whatever she can throw at him, because she's just hurt and she doesn't know how to deal with it other than double down on how she used to be.
Just a quick note, she also considers, especially even since she was dating down. She wasn't dating someone who was equal or above her, but she was dating somebody down under her.
She didn't actually ever think that.
Well, until she got to know him as a person, she did. And then he saved her a few times, proving his worth, which, fixes it. But for all purposes, he is, very intelligent, very pretty, all this stuff. And Xander, only thing he's got going for him is he's funny and he's saved her a few times. Besides that, he hasn't shown, to be.
I hear what you're saying, but I think I'm going to agree with Joe that it's definitely a deeper issue of she opened up to him and found who she thought might be a soulmate.
That's only Cordelia on the outside. That's not the real Cordelia that we know.
And since the first couple episodes, we've seen that she's a layered character who presents a persona for protection.
Yeah, which makes sense because she doesn't want to be the one that's belittled.
She doesn't want to get bullied.
She'd rather do it first. She'd rather pull the trigger first, is what we've seen from how she acts. I would like to note that as much as I don't like how obviously they cheated on them, I don't like how Cordelia turned around and threw personal matters into public, for the sense of it wasn't attacking Xander or who he is as a person, but it's kind of situations that are outside of his control.
I hear you, but it's in line with her character because while Willow and Oz are extremely mature people who seem to have good heads on their shoulders. I sound like an old man. Cordelia and Xander are still at heart
young
kids.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just didn't like how she said the family
and
fights.
on a maturity level, they're young.
Well, to me, the most important thing, Mikey, of why she did that, Xander was doing what?
Lying.
Yes.
I think he lies a lot.
Yeah, but that is so. I think that was also a trigger of let me fucking just ruin this man and his lie.
I feel like that's a lie that's okay though.
But it's not to her because she was on the receiving end of his lies previously.
Yes, lies
that's
are
all.
bad.
That's what I. Yeah.
And I think lying about your family, just so because you want people to know they fight.
Dude,
that's fine.
Totally fair.
Make it lighter of the situation.
It was lover spats. It's always kind of close
a
off.
Low fucking blow. But it's also, I think, the even worse part, at least to me, is not only did they cheat with each other with their partners, but they didn't even do anything. They were just like, it was a mistake. We fucked up.
And then,
which on one hand is great, but on the other hand, it's like, why? So it was worth it for no one then.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just blew up everything.
Well, going into the whole, this is
and Oz was a champion.
A story of getting through high school and growing up and stuff like that. These things do happen in high school. So it is something that they could have literally kissed and moved on, and that was the end of it. And that's something that does happen, and you see the two outcomes that are possible after that. Where if your partner is super understanding and you want to be are trying to be the better person by being with them and all this stuff, it can work out so far. Or it could be if it's not like that, then you end up like Xander and Cordelia, where there is animosity.
I felt so much for
so it's
both
just
of them.
kind of like the two branching paths available at that point.
I agree, which is great.
Yeah,
that conversation they had in the room where they're when he was talking to her about how she cheated on him and it takes time and all that stuff. It's not to get personal, but I felt like a personal something I could relate to in a conversation, especially in high school. When you're talking to a girlfriend who cheated on you and whatnot, it's they're like, I want to make it better. It's well, I don't know if I could trust you is the truth for all of them. And I think Buffy said it best when she said, Xander will always have a part of you, Willow, but you need to show Oz that he comes first, which I think she over-indexed in as comes first, the first one.
Well, no, they just had that parallel, but I think Willow was just trying to make Oz feel special in the only way that she felt she could.
I agree.
Whereas that's not what Oz wants from, not solely what Oz wants from her.
Again, props to Oz for how he handled that.
I agree. I'll bring up also.
It was perfect.
It's almost like that's how Angel should be treating Buffy.
Oh yeah, respectfully, but there is none.
Sorry. I know.
No, you're good. You're right. Now I want to bring up the two people invited to Christmas or not invited to Christmas. First one, Faith. It was very nice of Buffy to invite Faith, who was obviously very reluctant because losing all her personal ties, to get close with people again. But
Buffy left her alone with her mom.
Buffy trusts her with her mom, I think.
No. I meant whatever.
But I think it was really nice of her to invite Faith over for Christmas, and it was very nice of Faith to show up for Christmas and all that stuff. It shows that Buffy's growing as a person because she was afraid that Faith was taking her family and her mom and her everything, her friends. But in this reality, she's just a lost teen who needs some guidance here and some support there. And she's she has a tough exterior, but she's softer on the inside once you get down to it.
Well,
it's nice.
I actually really love that scene because growing up when I still lived with my parents, and even after I moved out, the friends that I did have that didn't have a place on the holidays, I tried to make sure to invite them.
Yeah.
Because it fucking sucks being on your own, and it's. I think Faith really appreciated that because it's being alone on the holidays is awful.
I agree. I like the continuation
and
of
knowing that you have someone that cares enough to reach out at that time to make sure you're okay. Like it was a really sweet moment.
I agree. I like the continuation, though, of the awkwardness between Buffy, Joyce, and Giles, where it's like, we should invite Mr. Giles. No, we shouldn't. It's like, why don't we invite Mr. Giles? He wouldn't want to hang out with a bunch of girls.
Buffy be the big person and invite Faith. Okay, Mom, let's invite Giles. Absolutely not.
I cannot do that. That man will not step a foot in this house. That was great. And I love how cold Giles was when Angel showed up at his door. He's like, hang right tight. And he comes back with a crossbow, and he's like, you didn't invite me in. He's like, I know.
Yeah, no,
great line.
Giles has some unresolved trauma that is justified, but unresolved trauma.
Yeah, I like getting some Angel backstory and the use of Miss Calendar's actress to do so. The one thing I do know is that after this, she does become like I think I've said before, ultra like fundamentalist Christian in the sense that she makes these really weird weird movies.
Whatever.
The fandom talks about it.
Oh.
They bring it up. They told me. She makes like these interesting movies, which obviously, she was reinvited back to Buffy on this, but she eventually goes off.
As a personification of evil, she accepted.
Yeah, I think
that's the wildest part of that.
And then she immediately goes and makes like a bunch of films that are like the completely opposite direction. So it shows that maybe that's around this time is where she started to realize what she wanted to do differently as acting. I felt like they could have maybe kept her on the show potentially if she isn't on the show any further. But all I know is that like from this point forward, the actress herself is like, goes off and does her own thing, like, which is interesting.
I mean, it's kind of funny because watching the show now, I never remembered her.
I love her right now. She shows up for a very little bit.
She's been an important character. I'm not saying she's
like
not,
pivotal.
but like I just didn't remember that her character.
Besides that, I have nothing else to add. That was a fun Christmas episode where we got some of Angel's past, but also realized that he still has the beast within that I feel like he has to move on from Buffy by like literally physically moving on.
I liked it. The last thing I did want to say was I found the imagery with Xander interesting. He's out in the cold,
Right, he was catching it all night.
Well, I just really like that. I like that because he is like, Buffy obviously appreciates his friendship and his help, but also in this episode, he's clearly overextending a little bit. And she's got to be like,
and literally the whole scene is everyone who's like made amends and then just Xander out in the cold.
Yes.
So you're spot on.
Galactic's also his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend is in ski trip right now. So he can actually make amends even if he wanted to.
But it's because he's not even putting himself in the position for it to be an option.
Well, he couldn't get to the ski trip. He has no transportation, and his family's blessed.
I have nothing else to say.
I will say the only thing I'll say to finish off is the further we learn about Xander,
we stray further away from God every day.
The further we learn about Xander, the more I almost feel bad for him as a character because it seems like he comes from a very not well off home that's broken a bit.
Oh, 100%.
And it personifies how he acts. He acts out for attention with his people around him potentially. But that also may be...
It's not an excuse.
But it also may be, as people say, this is Joss Whedon's self-insert is Xander. So that's the writer just writing.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
If you enjoyed our content, check out our Patreon, which features 2 full lengths a week for this and other series. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.